House of Wax. Ethan and his friends had always been drawn to the mysterious and macabre. When they heard about the abandoned wax museum on the outskirts of town, they couldn't resist the urge to explore it. Legends whispered that the museum had once been the pride of its eccentric owner, Victor Langley, a renowned sculptor who had vanished under strange circumstances decades ago. Under the cover of night, Ethan, Sarah, Mark, and Lisa made their way through the rusting gates of Langley's House of Wax. The building loomed before them, its once grand facade crumbling with age. A single push on the heavy oak doors, and they creaked open, revealing an eerie silence within. Rows of wax figures lined the grand hall, historical figures, actors, and ordinary people frozen in time. The dim light of their flashlights cast flickering shadows across the room, making the statues seem almost alive. "This place is creepy as hell," Lisa whispered, clutching Mark's arm. "Relax," Ethan chuckled. "They're just wax." As they ventured deeper, they noticed something peculiar. The statues were incredibly lifelike, too detailed, almost as if they had once been real people. Their eyes seemed to follow the group, and their expressions carried an unsettling hint of fear. In one corner, a roped-off area displayed Langley's last, unfinished work, a wax figure of a man with his mouth open in a silent scream, one hand reaching forward. The plaque below read, "Forever Preserved." Sarah shuddered. "Doesn't it look like he's trying to get out?" A sudden noise echoed through the museum, a soft scraping sound, like something shifting in the darkness. Lisa yelped, spinning around. "What was that?" "Probably just rats," Mark said, though his voice wavered. Ethan took a step forward, reaching out to touch one of the figures. His fingers brushed against its waxy surface, and it was warm. The realization hit him like ice in his veins. "Guys, this isn't normal." Before he could elaborate, the lights flickered and died. The museum was plunged into darkness. Then, a whisper drifted through the air, "You shouldn't have come." Panic set in. Flashlights clicked on, darting wildly across the room. The figures had moved. They no longer stood in neat rows but inched closer, their lifeless eyes brimming with something sinister. "We need to get out of here," Sarah shrieked, grabbing Lisa's hand. They turned and ran, but the wax figures blocked the exit, their once stiff limbs now bending, reaching. Mark swung his flashlight at one, and its head snapped unnaturally to the side, before slowly straightening again. A figure resembling Victor Langley emerged from the shadows, his wax-coated face stretching into a grotesque smile. "Stay with me," he whispered. "Become part of the art." Ethan lunged for the door, but waxen hands seized him, their grip like hardened resin. One by one, the figures swarmed the group, their touch burning, melting, reshaping. Screams filled the museum, then silence. The next morning, the sun rose over Langley's House of Wax. Inside, a new exhibit had been arranged. For new figures stood among the others, their expressions frozen in eternal terror, forever preserved in wax.